10 years? I miss so much.
Freelancer, look who I found.
Cordea Del, I'm told I owe you my freedom.
I have to ask, what was it like in there?
A kind of twilight fog, but at least I wasn't alone.
And you haven't aged a day.
We had no sense of time passing. It's hard to explain. I experienced my past, present, future.
Finally, there you are. I was so worried.
Beautiful.
Amazing news. You're fifth in line for the throne of Anthem.
What?
I abhor gossip, but apparently, the Emerald Abyss has captured several people with claims to the throne. Now that everyone's back, they've had to completely rearrange the order of succession.
Am I still third in line?
Oh, goodness, no. 12th.
Beautiful.
I'm sure this ordeal has been exhausting, and you're keen to get home. My luxurious strider is at your service.
Didn't you hear? Your, strider caught fire at the docks.
What?
Big, fancy, engulfed in flames. That yours? So, you were saying?
Yes. This is gonna sound a little crazy.
She saw the future. You and the freelancers are legends. It's not that crazy.
Maybe. Now that I'm free, those memories are fading. But I do know you change things for all the freelancers. Good, bad, I don't know, but...
Don't worry. I'll be there with you. And you're gonna teach me to be a cartographer.
It's a hard life, Dax. Look what happened to me.
Shh. I'll make new mistakes. This is who I am.
Your parents will be so angry.
Don't worry. I've got a freelancer. Thank you for everything. So, when do we start?
Start?
My cartography lessons.
Oh, 10 years has done nothing to tamper your enthusiasm. Give me time to rest. I think I've earned a nap.
Okay. I'll brush up on the fundamentals while you sleep.
So, you're the one after all. I thought it might be you. The Grandmaster talked to you?
I talked to him, yeah. What's this about?
You've been making waves. Opening the gates of the Fortress of Dawn? Not bad. But reaching the inner sanctum? All kinds of wheels started turning in Anthem when you did that.
What do you mean? Why would anybody in Anthem care about me?
I mean that wheels literally started turning inside the palace. Ardenvasa built some device to tell him if a worthy lancer appeared. I hear it told half the city.
Great. Now I get to worry about disappointing the Emperor.
I told you he'd be watching. Now it's just a question of what you do next.
I get the feeling that's where you come in.
Well, that depends on you. I guess it's time to properly introduce myself. I'm the lawkeeper and storyteller for the Legion of Dawn.
The Legion is gone. It broke apart centuries ago.
The Lancers left the path, it's true. But there have always been a few souls tasked with keeping the Legion alive. Ardenvasa left the wheels ready to turn for a reason. The path of the Legionnaire has been waiting, like the doors at the Fortress of Dawn, for a worthy Lancer.
This sounds like you're about to give me a contract. Or several.
Not a contract, not a job. A challenge of a sort. You know the stories of General Tarsus. Do you know the tales of her most trusted counsel?
I've heard their names, children's stories. But I don't think that's what you're asking.
You should know whose footsteps you're following. At the height of the dawn, countless lancers flocked to the banner of General Tarsus. All who had the heart to fight were given a place. But a few were more than just lancers. These were the boon companions of Tarsus, walking the path as she did. The Legionnaires.
In the trials, Arden Vassa said something about walking the path, too.
You opened the doors, but it's not enough to pass the tests. You must keep walking, day after day. Arden Vassa, builder of the first javelin, the first emperor. Sanadine, whose swiftness inspired Corvus. Medeiros, Magnastral, and Leotrail the Unbroken. They all had one thing in common. They shared the ideals of Helena Tarsis.
And you want me to do that, too?
Follow in their footsteps. Become a legionnaire. So many eyes are watching you. If you can do this, revive the path of the legionnaire, maybe the glory days of the Legion are only beginning. Medeiros was the son of arcanists. He had lived his entire life in a cavern, underground, hiding. At 10 years old, he had never seen the sky or an Urgoth or any beast but men. The world was utterly unknown to him, except for tales of horror and woe. But among the stories warning children to hide and obey their parents, Medeiros heard one other, a whispered tale of a rebellion against the Urgoth, and a legion rising to set all people free. So, at just 10 years old, Medeiros left the safety of the Arcanists to find the Legion of Dawn.
A small child with no knowledge of the world goes out by himself. That's a recipe for disaster.
You know that, and I know that. Medeiros didn't know that. Raised to be a scholar, he knew how to read the secret signs of the Arcanists. He followed them through the wilds to the Legion of Dawn. Or he tried to, anyway. The Chimera had a different plan.
All right, I'm sure this story doesn't start with a child killed by a chimera.
That would be a much shorter story than this one. He'd never seen a Chimera. He'd never even seen a Grabbit, but he was a very good student. He learned all the warning signs that he was being hunted, and remembered stories about laying false trails. He led the Chimera on a long and winding path through the rocks, back and forth. He could never shake the creature, but it could never find him. Then, the other hunters came. General Tarsis, in the first javelin ever made. Testing her new armor, she found the Chimera stalking the boy.
Lucky for Medeiros.
No luck about it. Tarsis followed his trail, just as the Chimera did. She was just learning the javelin. No one knew what it could do, not even the man who made it. Not trusting her suit's strength in a fight with the Chimera, she lured it into chasing her instead. While it ran after Tarsis, Leotrail found the boy and spirited him away to safety.
After all that, he just went home again? It's not much of a story.
I said safety, not home. They took him to their own camp, where the Legion hid at the time. When Tarsis asked where he lived and who his people were, Medeiros replied, "You are my people." The others tried to persuade him to return home, but after a long moment, Tarsis said, "He is home." From then on, Medeiros served as a page to the Legion of Dawn. Eventually, he became a legionnaire himself. But that's another story.
digging in there anyway.
Do you know where your sentinels headed? We were tracing a shaper relic the Scars had stolen. A big one, far from the fort. I'll send you their last coordinates.
Got it. What were your missing sentinels' exact orders?
Track, report, and bring back the shaper relic taken by the Scars. Who knows what those little pincers are planning to do with it. Alright, we have the last place I heard from them. Looks like the Scars are here too. Good riddance. Let's look for signs of the Sentinels.
Found a beacon. They made it out of here alive and left a trail. Well trained.
Think the great grab its great paw. Okay, got their next location.
Rim? This is really far from the fort.
I know. The Scars that took that relic dragged it all the way out there. It's like they're trying to hide something from us. This is where the beacon directed us.
No Scars this time, but no Sentinels either. Maybe there's another beacon? A second beacon, Ren.
Was hoping for more sentinel-shaped finds, but I'll take it. Wait, I know where this is pointing us. An old mine. Abandoned.
On my way.
You're approaching the mine. Freelancer?
Yeah, Bryn?
Just be careful. The mine entrance looks like a war zone. The Sentinels must have fought the scars on their way in. Looks recent. Okay, look for explosives. Scars always have explosives. I'm on it. Found a bomb. What did I tell you? Scars. Take it to the barricade. Bryn, I'm arming the bomb. Stay close to Violet Arms. Scars won't be happy. Bomb's done arming. Get some distance. That did it. Barricade's down. Great. Arcanist equipment. Want to bet that Shaper Relic's in here too? Likely. And you're looking for 6 Sentinels. If you find anything else, let me know.
Bryn, one of your team.
Lar! Is he okay?
Fought a lot of scars.
How is he? Can you help him?
Sentinel Bar. Can you stand?
Took some knocks, but I'm coming with.
Are you sure?
Freelancer. I have to see the squad.
Scars!
to do. Sentinel. I found one of your people.
It's Sentinel Sharon.
Right. Understood. Bryn, I found another of your sentinels.
Okay.
Okay.
Sentinel Aldous.
Bart, watch your systems. It's down.
Finally.
Here's the last signet.
Sentinel Bar? What happened?
That relic the scars took went volatile. Squad tried to seal it off.
Bar, you okay?
Wound reopened. Have to stop. Find the last sentinels.
Will do.
We've found 4 sentinels so far. The other 2 could still be alive.
I'll tell you if I see them, Bryn.
What is that in Persix? It's huge. How is that Persix still standing?
It's a tough one!
Keep going, Freelancer. You're whittling that Persix down.
I really hope so. That's it. Dangerous is down.
Phew, good going. Now that you've got breathing room, any signs of the sentinels?
Found the fifth sentinel.
Sentinel Tam.
This Japer relic made the R6. Tam must have died silencing it. If your sentinels hadn't shut it down, things would be way worse.
True. That's true. It's... done. You did good work.
I'm sorry I couldn't find your last sentinel. He might have made it out.
Thanks to you, we saved Darien. And the others can be at peace. I have arrangements to make. And a missing sentinel to track down.
Take care of it. So once I get to these coordinates, what am I looking for?
Another book? An engraving? Perhaps a scroll buried in an ancient library.
So, you don't know.
I'm sure we'll know when we see it.
So you don't know what we'll find, but what do you hope it is?
Knowledge.
That's it, huh? What about treasure or some kind of weapon?
Knowledge is the only thing that matters.
Almost there. I'll let you know what I find.
Coordinates reached. Anything yet? A pack of Wolven. Nature will reclaim abandoned places, and Wolven guard their territory fiercely. It will be impossible to continue exploring if they aren't dealt with. What a shame. Found something, but I'm not immediately clear on what it is. It seems deactivated. There was mention of a vibrational frequency in the manuscript. Perhaps if it's directed in a pulse through a javelin. Device that imbues an object with a finely tuned energetic resonance. Of course. Once charged with the resonance, the stone becomes a key. If I'm correct, the plates in the ground will respond to the resonance of that stone.
Put stone on plate and something happens?
Hopefully.
Did you hear that? I felt something.
The tumblers of a rock falling into place.
And there's a hum. Barely perceptible. I think there's power being diverted to another section of the ruin.
You need 3 more energy stones. Maybe following the power will help you find them.
That's a bit like under the guts of a giant safe.
I think that's exactly where you are. Need to match the right symbols.
Something's getting the scorpions riled up.
Wait, don't move. Instruments detect minor glitches in the system. Ancient mechanics. Deterioration over time. Resonance is off. I need to transmit signal pulses through your javelin to compensate. You must stay close. Try not to lose it.
Why set this all up? Manuscripts, the coded messages. It's a bit much.
I see what you mean. I'm sure Moore had his reasons.
That definitely did something again.
Progress. Halfway there.
Why has no one tried to do any of this before?
Without the frequency found in the Elysian manuscript, the system could not be triggered.
Right. Of course.
Do you know what symbols to use this time?
I'll look around for clues. Gotta get those symbols.
Have you found the correct symbols yet?
I'm looking. Got the third stone. Damn it. Now I'll have to go get another one. Third stone in place.
3 down, 1 to go.
What if this is all just an elaborate joke?
I don't understand what you mean.
Solve the code, flip these symbols, carry a rock back and forth.
Not a joke. Perhaps a test. Do you know what symbols to use this time?
I'll look around for clues.
symbols to use this time?
I'll look around for clues. Let me guess. Stay close?
Yes, please. Don't stray too far again. I need to make sure the stone is charging properly.
Got it. Returning the last stone to the center.
Thank you for helping me with this.
Anytime. I enjoy picking up heavy things and putting them down again. Also, I assume I'm getting paid.
Yes, of course.
I accept payment in sandwiches as well. Just so you know. Okay. Last stone's in place.
Running that frequency through your javelin again. I need you to make physical contact with the mechanism this time. My instruments are going wild back here.
What's happening?
All the stones appear to be working in concert to achieve something. I need you to stay close. I must monitor these readings.
Crap. We made something angry.
Energetic vibrations from the stones are likely causing distress in sensitive wildlife.
How long will it last?
I'm not sure.
Errol? We almost there?
Almost. Please, hold on. Safeguards removed. Locks unlocked.
All right. Let's see what's in here.
It's done. The lockbox is open. It looks like scrolls, documents, a lot of knowledge. As I hoped and predicted. Will you bring everything back to the fort?
On my way.
Sometimes sauce can be the worst thing, you know?
I don't understand.
What's the problem? I thought you'd be happy about the documents we found.
I am. But Moore alludes to a discovery he made that would change how we look at the world. Important, groundbreaking. But he never says what it is. In places, words are even scratched out, obscuring the meaning. If what he discovered was important, why hide it? Knowledge hidden cannot achieve its purpose.
Maybe he thought it was dangerous.
Ignorance is dangerous. This is all baffling. I need more time to look it over. Perhaps discuss it with the others.
Sounds good. I'll come back soon.
Freelancer, I have an idea.
Hello to you too, Bryn.
Sorry. Hello. Anyhow, listen, I think our Freelancer Sentinel collaboration needs to expand systematically. To that end, would you care to help our patrols? Can always use reliable backup.
The Sentinels won't mind sharing the glory.
If enough people are shooting at them when you arrive, it should be fine.
Do you like mysteries? I love mysteries.
Depends on the mystery. I take it you mean the writings of Robin Moore we found.
I'm becoming predictable. So, here we are. Robin Moore makes a brilliant discovery, but doesn't tell anyone. Instead, he hides documents about it behind layers of riddles and security. He doesn't even mention it in his seminal work. Curious, don't you think? The way I see it, there's only one way to solve this puzzle. There are clues in Moore's documents. We must follow the trail of breadcrumbs he left. Errol extracted information about another location, what used to be a waypoint for traveling arcanists. We think another clue is hidden there.
Leave it to me.
I'm telling you straight up.
here we are, tracking down the clues Robin Moore left. No idea where they'll lead, but that's the fun of it. I'll stay here with the Strider. Be nice to go with you, but my nails are really heavy. So heavy. Let's get started, I can't wait. As I mentioned, this used to be a waypoint for Arcanists. Then, that cataclysm, it was damaged and abandoned.
What am I looking for?
According to his writings, more hid information in a series of runes. They should be around here somewhere.
It's burning through my suit.
Those plants are growing very close to these runes, almost as if they're a deterrent.
You think they were planted on purpose? Isn't this ruin ancient?
These things, they live forever, and they get more toxic over the years. They could have killed you easily if you hadn't been in a javelin.
Great.
Death traps, danger, this only proves we're on the right track. Interesting. It all matches up with what I've seen in Moore's writings. Yes, as expected, they're leading us to another location. Did you know that most of Robin Moore's discoveries are lost to time? And now we're the ones who'll bring them back. Think about all the good that might do.
Better be worth the danger, is all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm certain it will be. The runes must be around here somewhere. Blast, look at the size of that thing. Bad luck. Difficult to find the ruins. Scorpions everywhere. Blast. It's more difficult than I anticipated. Stop it! I think I know where all this is leading. There's a Shaper rune nearby that Moore's known to have studied extensively. It says he hid something there, a data archive locked in a vault. I have chills. Good chills. I mean, oh, this is exciting. Watch out for those scorpions. You need to find the attunement points to open it. Look around. Sure you stay close. All the information Moore left us indicates that he hid a data archive in the vault. But there's nothing. This is wrong. Someone got here before we did.
What was that?
The Strider. The Strider's shaking. Look.
Maddie?
Strider's under attack. I'm under attack.
On my way! The one in charge? He's not like the others. The colors and embellishments on his javelin.
familiar, but I just can't place them. Crap. Should have just stayed in bed today.
We've lost power to the engine. If you can find backup batteries, we might be able to reroute the systems to use them instead. Backups are in. Things are starting up. Slow, might take some time, but it's a good sign. This is awful. After all that, we didn't even get Moore's data archive.
Where do you think it is?
The boss taunted me about the archive before he told his men to murder me. He's behind it all. I just know it. Why don't you head back to the fort? I'll meet you there. The inside of this thing smells like burnt out wires.
Patrol didn't check in. I need you to find out what happened to them.
Okay, understood.
Looks like the patrol went down with the fight. You need to gather their signals. Wolven headed your way. Let's make sure everybody walks away from this, Freelancer. You got all the signets. We'll store them safely once you're back. Oh, hey, while you're out there, the Sentinels are going on a raid. I need you to head out and join them.
Understood. I'm on it.
This is the meeting point, and scorpions everywhere. I hope the Sentinels get rid of them. That is all the scorpion eggs. There. Now you can get rid of those hostiles.
We'll win this together, Freelancer.
That's all finished. Good. Another issue. While I have you. Another Sentinel patrol's under attack. Head to their location to see what's happening.
You got it.
the Dominion? You have to help them. New hostiles in the area. The Dominion just sent an officer into the fight. Yes, that's the Dominion officer down. Nice work out there today. You've got the Sentinel's gratitude.